What's going on YouTube? Effect Records here. Today I'm bringing you another video of my '03 Mitsubishi Lancer EVO conversion build. So let's go ahead and get into it. Well, this video is probably going to be shorter than my other ones. I don't got as much done. It's kind of an in-between kind of thing, but now you guys can see some progress because I did make some progress, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't even make a video. But I was waiting for the part to come in the mail, which I ordered like last week or a week before. And it finally came in the mail, so now I can showcase that part. I can't remember exactly when I ordered it, but it's this front cross member piece right here. So all it needs is a bolt back there to bolt onto the K-frame, and then you see this gap right here. So I'm wondering if the EVOs are extended down just a little bit further. But either way, I would like to buy an EVO one, which I thought this one was. I'm pretty sure the EVO part numbers start with like an MR kind of part number, but that says MN. So I would like to buy an EVO one. I've been looking around for some as well. Some other things that I want are OEM front fenders. So before I finish the rear, I want to get some OEM style front fenders first, just to make sure everything bolts up. Like, I still may use those, but I want to make sure everything bolts up stock first. So I kind of want to get all of the parts like that stock. That way everything bolts up, because OEM fenders actually just bolt in straight up. And that's kind of what I want to do there. And then I may use these fenders after that. I don't really know, but I can't really get my body lines to work, because these always need modifications to do that. So that's kind of my issue with that. So I am looking for some fenders for the OEM style EVOs, and just to make sure everything is copacetic in the front. So that's basically all with the front for the most part. I mean, I did get something in the mail. I'm not sure if I showed it in my last video, but it came in the mail, and it's right there. It's a power steering rack for an EVO. So like I said, I can't remember if I showed this in the last video or if I got it in the last video. I don't think so, but I can't remember. If I thought so, then I probably wouldn't even show it now. But this actually I ordered from China. Now, I couldn't find it anywhere, like nowhere. Like, it was just, you know, I called like part stores, they would tell me it's discontinued. I just couldn't find it. I was having trouble calling like MitsubishiWarehouse.com and stuff, and just trying to get this, and nothing. Well, anyway, I found it on, believe it or not, AliExpress. I believe is where I bought it from, either AliExpress or Alibaba. So I was like, maybe they have other EVO parts. Which they do have other EVO parts on there, but I couldn't find like OEM fenders or anything. I found aftermarket, and that's about it. But other than that, it's like the perfect one, far as I can tell. I haven't bolted it up or anything. It's just been sitting here because I'm pretty sure this one fits with my comparisons and stuff. Because the problem with the Lancers is this part right here that sticks up is in the middle around here. And this is where the transfer case lays. So it couldn't obviously be there because the transfer case was in the way, so I had to get a different one. So I went with this one. They had two options. They had this option and a different option. One with this closer in, which I want to say those are for the Lancers, but it advertised as an EVO. But I picked this option with the flat, you know, look to it. So I'm pretty sure this will work, and it's amazing because I definitely needed this. It's definitely a key part, you know, because I don't really want to drive a vehicle if it doesn't have steering. So that's kind of that for the power steering rack, which I'm very happy with. Now I started working on the the rear diff and all of the driveline components and the suspension components and stuff. So it's obviously not done. What I need now is I need another jack for the other side. So this is like a 3-jack process, actually, because I need a jack for that hub that's chilling right there, because I can't manhandle it myself. My back isn't that great. It's already worn out and it hurts a lot as it is, so I'm trying to like go easy on it and just get a jack to set it up, and then pump the jack up so it can set up there nice and no one has to hold anything. And then how I did the rear diff is I actually had to make an extension. So that's just some metal that I welded together, some square tubing, and I zip tied it to the base, so that way it wasn't going to fall off. Then I zip tied the rear diff to the mount that I made, so that wasn't going to fall off. But it obviously needs some adjustments because this piece here is forward and it has to be out straight, and I got to try to figure out where the alignment is on it. But that's kind of where I got now, is the rear diff just chilling in the air, and then the drive shaft is right around there, which I do need some extensions, so I do want to order some of those as well, some eBay drive shaft extensions to try to get it to extend. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some. Not 100% sure, but it is a possibility, pretty good one. And then this will be here, and I don't think this was in the last video, but it might have been, but I cut out this little frame section. It's like it goes an inch in on both sides, and then I made, I'm sorry if I'm going over this again, I can't remember if it's in the last video or not. I should have probably watched it beforehand, but I made these, and these are just plates that'll go over it to complete the frame section. And then I made these as well, which these will go like this, and then it'll make like a little square, and it'll weld right there. And so I got a left and a right side, and then that's how I plan on making this mount for the strut tower, is making it kind of like a square, but then drill holes in it so the strut can come through. And yeah, so I got the strut burr on. That's just to give me my, hopefully my width that it needs to be, as well as the angle that it needs to be. So I'll bolt those on nice and tight when I finish it. Obviously I need to do that one, that's why it's sagging. And then the same thing as I'll probably put a level on it to make sure both sides are level before I weld up anything. And I'm gonna try to make it as close as possible to stock ride height with the stock struts. If not, I feel like I can get some coilovers to adjust it, to tweak it. So if it's a little too low, like the back is a little bit too lower than the front, I can just tweak it with some coilovers, go up or down, you know, with that and stuff. So there's the rear diff, kind of just chilling right now. I got to, which I already made like a long time ago. I made these. I'm pretty sure I showcased it in a video like way back when. But I basically just trace out some circles, cut them out. So the plan with this is I'm going to weld some nuts on this side, same thing on this side, weld some nuts on it, and that way the rear subframe can bolt right up to it. And then I got to figure out the rear diff right in here. There's like a 2-inch gap on that little cross part that goes from the rear diff all the way over to the other side, that supports the actual rear diff part of it, like the front. So I gotta do that. I made some mounts. So I made mounts. I made 4, 2 for each side. So I made this one because there was none for this bar here, which that'll, you know, eventually, you know, sit up. And then I plan on tacking everything in place before I fully weld it. So like tack it in 4 spots, you know, like 1, 2, and then on the other side 1, 2. That way if I do mess up, you know, the location, I can just cut them off and then re-tack it somewhere else. And then the same thing on this side, which if I can find it right here. So I made this one as well, which same thing on the other side. So this mount is sandwiched in there just like that. So the one that was actually on the Lancers come a lot farther down, and they're a lot wider, so it wouldn't hold this, you know, still. But this is pretty still, and this will work for what I need it for, and that'll as well bolt up all the way to the top. So I did that on both sides, those mounts, and now I got to create a mount right here for this one, which is right over here. I kind of started one. I started this looking thing, so I actually want to take this to a metal shop and see if they can bend one for me, so I can have it all one piece without welding it, because this is welded together. So I had the middle part and I was hitting with a hammer and kind of got the shape in, but that's to get around, if I can show you guys, that's to get around the little nub that's sticking out. And then what I would do with that is I'll drill holes in it, and then I would weld nuts to the back side, and then cut a square out of where it needs to go and push it in, and then weld it up, and then all you got to do is bolt it in. So that's kind of the plan for that. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Trying to keep it under 10 minutes, and I'm just about to go over it just now. But I guess there is more than what I thought there was that I had to go over. But let me know what you guys think. And you know, if I order the fenders and stuff. But right now I was trying to get the drive shaft mounted, so hopefully I can get that mounted before my next video instead of it just sagging like that. I'll have the extension pieces and see if I can get it mounted in there and stuff on that way. I'm also looking for some rims and tires, so that way I can get my you know, try to get it square as possible to the ground. So that's just another thing that I need. A lot of it's just waiting on parts, and I mean, while I'm waiting on parts, I was thinking about working on the roof scoop area with this design, if I can pick it up. So kind of like that, but obviously over there where the where it opens at, but kind of like that, and then slants it over, and then I got one for the other side. Well, slants it over and fit that to the roof. Maybe I'll start working on that. I don't really know. But yeah, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace.